Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
see.
yes. Oh, yeah, that is you, Sarah, on the split screen. Oh,
Okay, so now there's
okay.
you.
Presentation. Screen. Okay.
Mandy, hi.
Hello.
I
Hi.
wanted to hop on for 1 second before you share, and I just
Oh,
wanted to
great.
say, here, no, don't worry. You,
There
that's
you
okay.
are.
I just wanted to say how many people have messaged me saying how incredible you are and how you've helped them enter the sunless industry, and you're the reason why they're here in the first place. And so
Really?
I just wanted you to know that, and I just want to thank you for doing that for this community and industry. You are really just leveling it up and making people feel so seen and so special. So thank you. And
Thank
I
you so
cannot
much.
wait. Yes,
Oh
I
my
can't.
gosh. That is so awesome to hear. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for letting me know because I tell you, I have had so much fun. And these gals in the industry that have let me help them is just, they're all so sweet and they all take things to heart. And then they'll all listen to what I have to say and then they pivot it their own way.
Yeah.
And part of my thing is I love watching them grow. That's like what feeds me is the fact that when they come in and they train or talk to me for advice, and they might order a quart or two every month or two, and then the next year they're ordering a gallon, and the next year they're ordering 5 gallons, and I'm like, we did this.
I can tell that you genuinely just care about every single person you interact with, and that is just so it's so sweet to see. And everyone's like DMing me saying these incredible stories about you and how you've helped them. So, yeah,
Really?
you just deserve to know that you are so
Oh,
loved.
thank you so much for telling me. I like, I hear that from sometimes from them, but then I'm like, are they just saying that because, it's
No,
conversation?
they're saying it behind your back as well. Only good things. So you are, yep, you're inspiration.
That, thank you, Katie. Well, I just feel like
Absolutely.
you, like with that first time when we sent you product years ago now, when you came on, I was like, who is this magical person? You're just so soft spoken and you're so
Oh,
kind about everything that whatever you try, you're kind. And you don't say negative things, even if there was something, you found the good. And that's so important. That
thank
is
you.
so
Thank you.
cool.
Oh my gosh, I appreciate you. I will
Yay.
hop off so you can
Okay.
start, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm here if you need anything.
Cool. Yeah, what I'm looking at is how do I get,
Oh,
I'm looking at my Canva, like I can see my front page, but how do I get it to move?
your
Like,
Canva front
how do I
page.
get to screen to screen? Like I can see my JMT Sunless and me, but now I'm like, how do I move through my presentation?
Are you sharing your screen right now?
Yes, I can see my presentation and I can see you and I, but I
Let me
can't.
see. Let me try. Maybe if I, nope. Is this your presentation that we're looking at right here?
Yes, that's the first page of it.
And then do you see is that on Canva?
It's on Canva.
You can just kind of like click through. Do you see where to click through
I
on your
don't.
Canva?
Where? I'm just looking on my screen. Maybe I can move this over. I don't, can I move my picture of myself?
Here, I can move you. Let me move you
Okay.
down.
Okay. Nope. I don't see a way to click through.
And are you in
um,
present mode on Canva?
maybe I need to do that.
Oh, wait, I see your cursor. So go ahead and click over to like the right of your picture.
Okay. Now where did you go? Okay. Canva, Riverside. Okay. No,
You
I'm
see
on.
us?
Shoot. So now how do I can't get through my
So
screens.
it's okay. Move your cursor over to that right picture that you have. You'll see like a little blue cursor show up.
Maybe my picture's in the way? Maybe me? Knutson screen. You see it, Sarah? No. No, I don't see anything how to click through it.
And then
Can you,
you,
can you see it on yours?
No, I'm only seeing.
okay, so open up so you have the Riverside tab and you have the Canva tab open, right?
Yeah. Y- yeah. Yes. And I'm in present
Oh,
and
there you
okay.
go. So you see your cursor?
Oh,
Perfect. You just did it. So you just
okay.
click the left or click to the right, and that's how you move slides.
Okay, so when I do that, I can't see the riverside. But
You can't see what side?
can you guys still see me when I'm in that?
Yeah, we can see you and we can see your presentation.
So right now
And then
you can see me.
Yep. And then if Sarah has her second device, that's how you can see the chat. That way you can see what
Gotcha. Okay. 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 All right. This is great. Cool.
Okay,
All right.
I'll still be here, but I'm watching.
Thank you, Katie. All right. Tell me when I'm ready to go.
Showtime, you are ready.
All right. Okay, guys. Hello. It's so good to be here. And I can't see a picture of me, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But my sister associate is here with me as well, Sarah. Hi. There she is. Okay. So what we're going to do is towards the end, guys, we're going to do a giveaway. We've got $200, we have $100, and we have $50 to give away. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what we're going to do for that giveaway, but you might want to listen a little bit throughout the presentation because there might be little nuggets of information in there. Okay, so I am Mandy Knutson, and I know I have worked with a lot of you guys, and I'm so thankful that you're here, and I can't wait to be able to share this presentation later. And I'm the owner of JMT Sunless, of course, and I want to talk about a little bit about the solutions, which are made by me. So all of the solutions are made by me in my lab, which I'll kind of get into that here in the next slide just a little bit. We are all FDA approved. We are gluten-free, of course. We're vegan. We are food-based and now plant-based, which we'll kind of get into that too. And we add hydrating ingredients. We have anti-aging ingredients. So we want your skin to feel subtle, soft, and just when you walk out. We also make our bronzers to be a little bit lighter so people, when they leave your salon, can go shopping or go to dinner and not feel like they have to go home and hide for a while, which is why we don't do the heavy bronzers, but we can. So we'll get into that too. This is completely family owned, which we'll talk about as I purchased this company back when I built up my tanning salon so much. And so it's been me from the get-go, and I'll talk about when I bought it and things. But my number one priority is sourcing in the USA and also customer service, guys. That is my key love. That's how I built my tanning business, is loving people. And when you're raising a child home alone, your social activities are your customers. So that's where we are. I've won awards for the solution, so that's really cool. So that's just a little bit about the JMT brand. And so I started my tanning salon back in 2002, the end of, so I consider that 2003. Single mom with my little boy, and at the time he was like 10 months old. And so I'll get the next shot of where we're at here. This is my little buddy as my sister Sarah's wedding. That's us there. And I had a basement, guys. I am that story of I had an empty basement with concrete walls, put down a remnant carpet and made curtains and had people come in my basement to get a tan. Years later, I had a gal tell me about a place that she went to once in a basement. This was like 5 years ago. I'm like, yeah, that was me. So anyway, so I built that business up in about 3 years, and I was tanning between 80 and 150 clients a week. And we then built my home with a salon on it. My family's in construction. And so we moved on to a home next to my parents. And Mason and I here, we are building our house. And so this is now when he's about 3. And when my mom would watch him, he would go over there and say, "Mom is spraying mud on the girls," because that's just the way, that's all he knew. So it's really, really fun. And so again, I built that business up to like 150 people a week. And I started going, what's next? Because can I tan forever? Maybe, I don't know. So I talked to the company Jamaica Me Tan, and I asked them to make me my own solution, which I called Mandy's Mist. So that was kind of the next phase where I went. I'll go on to the next slide because this is a really cool part of the story, you guys. Here is my son. He's engaged to beautiful Rainey, who has taken over Bronze Tide and Beauty, which used to be Airbrush Tanning by Mandy. She is now running the salon, and she's cranking out at least 100 to 150 people a week. And we still have the salon in my home, and she works out of a base here because our customers love the fact that we were, when you come in for a tan, you're naked, you're not in a bra, you're not wearing makeup, and they liked the privacy. So we built a really nice salon in our new home to keep her here. So we'll see how that transitions. So next we've got the JMT brand. So how that came about was when I was tanning, I was really busy. And when you're tanning 150 people a week, it's just a lot. And Mike and I were talking one night, and my husband now, at the time we were dating, and he said, Mandy, you got to be with your son more. He goes, you are working every night, you're running ragged. And he goes, we need to get our hands on that solution. What do you think it would take to, you think they'd be interested in selling the brand to you? And I was like, I got to know Mark and Tammy really well over the years because I was their biggest client. And I reached out to Tammy. Mike and I had a price point in mind. And I reached out to Mark and Tammy, and she goes, the funny thing is, Mandy, my husband and I were just talking about that the other day, and we think we're ready for something new. And I was like, oh, we'll put together a price point and let's see if it works. And they came back to me with a price that was right in the middle of what Mike and I were talking about. And that's when I bought Jamaica Me Tan, and I bought all the rights to their solution. And because my family is in the construction business, we had to find out what it would take to build a lab. And I have a stepdad and a dad and a brother, all in construction. They're amazing. And we built my lab, and I purchased the company. They taught me how to mix and make everything. And that is what built our brand. And so back then it was light, medium, and dark. That's all I had. They showed me how to make it. They gave me all the resources, where to buy everything. And they said, fly, we're out of here. They moved to a country where they could make bamboo clothes. So that's kind of cool. So that is where I started the brand from. And then when I did the Jamaica Me Tan, I changed the name, which is where JMT Sunless was born from, Jamaica Me Tan, JMT. So that is where we're at there. And my base of building my tanning salon was my customers became my friends. Guys, the most important thing to do is smile when you're on the phone with your customers. My customers, and I genuinely meant it. This was not for getting people to come in. My heart and my soul, which you guys, I was voted best tanned in high school. So I am in my passion. So my heart and my soul is making people feel good. And to me, I know a tan can do that. And there's times where when I was growing up, maybe 15, 16, I would go somewhere and get a tan, and I would go buy gold jewelry because gold jewelry looked so pretty on tan hands. That was my mind. That was my thinking. So, this business is my heart and soul. And I knew that when customers would come in for their tan, I would make my cards of who they are and what their appointment is. And I would file everything based on first name because I could never remember the last name. But as soon as I could find their first name, I could correlate a last name. And then I would have notes written about them. So I knew a little bit about their family. So when they would call me to make an appointment, they would go, why do I just feel like your friend? They're like, you're so excited when you hear from me, even if you haven't seen me for a year. And they were like, sometimes I don't even necessarily want a tan, but I know if I come and see you, I leave with a tan, I'm going to feel so uplifted and good. And that's the energy that Rainey put into her business now that she took over from me, and she has flown. And that is my heart and soul for my JMT Sunless. Like, I get so excited. My forte is building businesses with our customers. So we have customers that come on that maybe they order maybe a gallon every 6 months, maybe a quart every month. And when they come over, we kind of nurture them, talk to them. We're so excited to have them. We don't care if you just like our one line and you just introduce it into your salon. That's awesome. Thank you. But what we notice is that 32 ounces shortly turns into a gallon, which turns into 4 gallons, which turns into all of a sudden they're ordering really a lot. And we're just so thrilled because their business is thriving. And we were able to be a part of that. So much so that I had one gal that had franchises, and a couple years ago it just got too much for me to handle, and Sarah, you can attest to that. We had to shut down my lab for a day to just do her stuff, and it got to be so much to where, like, okay, we got to think outside the box. I ended up selling her rights because her solution's totally different than mine, because I can make it and customize it. And now she is able to make in her own lab, and it freed me up, which now that's why you've seen me marketing a lot more this past year and a half, because I'm like, okay, now I'm out there, I want to build more people up and help people become more successful. So, okay. What else do we want to talk about? So the Mandy's Miss thing, which is born into this, and let's see. After I got JMT and I had my lab all set up, our customers are what makes me move forward. Like, I was just happy selling light, medium, and dark. And then I would have customers have something that they wanted. And they would say, you know, have you ever thought about, like, I have a customer who wants to tan on a lunch hour. So they were like, what can I do? Because she doesn't want to go back with the bronzer on. And this was like 20 years ago. And I went, okay, how about if I just make the solution without any color? Can I do that? So my first experience of going, can I change the formula? Can I do something different? And I didn't have people to ask, because the people I bought the company from were off in a third world doing cool stuff. And I went, okay, well, I'm just going to make a batch without the bronzer. I don't know, I guess. And sure enough, that's where we came up with the clear. So, and then after that, I kind of got a little bit of confidence, and I was like, okay, if I can do that, what else can I do? So then I was like, all right, so I figured out a way, like my supplier for my DHA, they're amazing. And I was like, what can I do? Because now I have connections. So I asked, you know, what can I do? I want to make like a rapid tan. So that was my next thought, is a rapid tan. So they were like, well, we do have a fast acting DHA. And I'm like, well, do you mix it the same? No, you don't really mix it the same. You have to do this, this, and this. I'm like, okay, can I get a sample? So then I would get a sample of that, and they would ship it to me, and I would go. I didn't really have anybody to talk to at the time. And so I would try and hit them up, but I was talking to the front desk people, and then they would maybe have somebody that kind of knew something they could direct me to. Well, then as I grew, I started finding manufacturers that, you guys, I am a source finder. I will scour everything all night long, and then I'll tell my sister something that I'm looking for. And all of a sudden the next day she's like, hey, I found this. I'm like, I don't even know where, some back channel. I don't know. And then we come in and we're like, okay. So then I found a supplier who I can get a lot of my supplies from. And he came to me, they'll come and, you know, they take me to lunch or dinner or whatever. And he goes, you know, Mandy, you've been ordering enough product. He goes, we have a chemist on board. And if you are using our suppliers, you can have access to our chemist. And I was like, seriously? Thank you. What? And so now I had access to somebody to reach out to. So I wasn't brainstorming this stuff by myself, which, by the way, I got Rapitan to work. So then I started going, now what else can I do? Now what else can I do? So let's move on here and let's talk about, we're already going over this. I don't want to talk about how to tan, because you guys all know how to tan. So, the solution, let's get back into that a little bit. So our solutions. So the number one thing is we pH balance everything. So I don't have anything against pH balancing sprays, because especially when you have somebody coming in after working all day. So, but we do pH balance our solution. So if your customer is coming in freshly showered and ready to go, and their skin is fresh, awesome, you can spray them. And I know a lot of you guys like to give a 24-hour grace period. And I think whatever works for you and your salon is key points. But if somebody can't shower and they want to shower before they come in, that's okay. Our solutions are okay. You can work with that. We are eco certified on everything that we use, which I'll get into the ingredients here. We now have added plant-based bronzers, and everything can be customizable. So move on to the next screen. Here we go. And these are a couple of our gals. So we have on the left side of the screen, this was Mason's swim teacher when he was a baby, and she became one of our models and moved on to be a Nike model. And the girl on the right is my photographer and one of my best friends. So these gals just allow me to use their photos because they're just darling. And move through that. Is it safe? Okay, so I still want to talk about the triple action bronzers. So also we have the DHA. So we have the bronzer that is on your skin right now when you spray people. So we all know that the bronzer lasts about 24 hours. So when you shower, it goes off, but it does still stain the skin. Then we have the DHA, and that activates from day 2 to day 5 and 6. Then we have a solution that is a red berry. So, and that is also eco certified, and that kicks on day 6, 5, 6, and then lasts and pulls the tan through like day 10 and 12. So we have the triple action bronzers that work. Of course, if you're using the clear solution, that's not going to be in play. But and everything can be mixed and matched. So where this is going to be tiny bit controversial, I think, because bronzers are going to affect the way the tan looks in the 48 hours of the tan. But where the actual tan comes to life is what DHA you're using and what kind of quality of DHA and what you're mixing together. So here's a little example. I had a gal, darling gal named Feather. And she would always come in. She loved the medium color. And we tanned her with that. And we'd been tanning her with this for like 2 years at the time. This was forever ago. And she, as we were tanning one day, she goes, you know, Mandy, my skin really pulls yellow. So like I have to scrub it off when I get to day like 6, 7. I have to scrub my tan off because it starts fading yellow. And I'm like, okay, all right, Feather, let's think outside the box. I said, do you care if I test on you? So she was super cool and was like, yeah, go ahead. So we mixed like 30% light to 70% dark. She still got a beautiful medium color, but it wiped out that yellow fade. So brainstorm with your customers when they come to you with something, because everything can be mixed and matched. So that had nothing to do with the bronzer. It had to do with the levels and percentages of the DHA, the product that's made with red berries, and how that all interacted with your skin. So that's my little story on that. So, and this is where tanning is safe. We know that. Hopefully you guys know that. If you don't, you can ask us questions. It is not going to protect from the sun. You want to wear sunscreen. I tell our customers to wear the sunscreen that is a lotion versus the spray, because the spray gets sticky and it pulls off your skin, which pulls off your tan. Ooh, not good. So, okay. DHA. So here's where I was going with the DHA. Quality DHA matters, you guys. It is so important. The main ingredient that tans the skin, dihydroxyacetone, we buy it, and we buy the absolute highest level, which can be darn near double the price of what other DHAs can go for. But this is where the tan matters. This is where it's going to wipe out that tanning smell. There are other things you can do as well, but this is really important. The results, the fade, everything that comes down to DHA, if it is not handled right, if it is not stored right, learning from experience, it was bad. I had to throw away like 3 bags. It was awful. And this was like 15 years ago. So anyway, I learned my lesson. So that is the most important ingredient in the solutions. So we do not skimp on that. It's derived from sugar. It's easy to work with. We break it down into a liquid form. And I think we have videos on that here coming up. And DHA does not absorb into the body. It reacts with the amino acids on your top layer of skin, which is why it's so important to always exfoliate before every tan, which I'm sure we've all had a customer that we accidentally forgot to tell to exfoliate. They come in for their tan, it doesn't fade great, and we're going, uh-oh, why? And then we finally figure out that, oh my gosh, you know, one customer said, well, I exfoliated the first time I got my tan. I didn't know I had to do it for every tan. It changed everything I did, everything I told everybody, because I'm like, oh my gosh, they don't know they have to do it before every tan. I need to be better. So, okay. So this is kind of how it interacts with the skin. It's just the top layer, which is why we want to exfoliate really well. I try and keep, when I talk about this, very simple, because our customers that come in don't know a lot of this unless they're in the industry. So I always just let them know, we want your freshest layer of dead skin cells on your body so we can tan that, because then we want to keep your skin on your body. So we want to hydrate. We want to use a lotion that when you put it on stays kind of white until it really gets in there. And then it dissipates. But if you put a lotion on that just goes on and you can't see it, it's not going to be hydrating enough, and they're going to have crackling issues, which we don't want. That's the only thing that causes crackling, as dryness. So let's go to our next slide. What causes orange? This is again DHA. So important, you guys. So we can also, as a technician, if somebody's skin tone, no matter what quality of DHA you're using, if somebody's skin tone just can't handle that much DHA, they are going to get an unnatural hue. They will think they're orange. They won't be, but it's going to look unnatural on them. So this is where we inch people up on their first time. Less is more. I learned my lesson. I used to want to blast everybody because I'm a tanner, and my idea of tanning is we're looking tan. And when I first started, I would overboard it, and customers, wouldn't dare come back because they would get so tan. So I'm like, okay, so we can go tan around the body, fade the face a little bit so they're not scared and they want to come back. But cheap DHA that isn't processed correctly, isn't pH balanced correctly, will throw orange hues, will smell. So that's where DHA is very important. And again, when I source things, guys, there are times where I am just buried in my lab. I mean, COVID was a nightmare because nobody could get DHA. I was sourcing and digging, and I would spend 8 hours in the middle of the night trying to find somewhere, anywhere in the, not even United States. I went outside the United States at that point. I found a guy in China who sent me samples. It was great DHA. I had to do it. I bought a ton of bags. And my DHA supplier in the United States knew I had done this, and they contacted me and asked if I would be willing to sell a bag to one of their manufacturers because they couldn't get the DHA. I did it for a price, but that's where I am gung-ho on. I will not run out of product. I will source. I will overnight ship something if I need it. I will never be out of stock because I feel like being out of stock can be a ploy to get people to order. Not always. And if I am running short on something, I will mix in the middle of the night so I can fulfill an order tomorrow. Or if I'm already mixing in the middle of the night and an order comes in and I'm like, oh no, I don't have it, I will reach out to that customer and say, listen, you ordered 10 gallons. I'm shipping you 4 tomorrow. And then I'm going to ship this remainder 6 the next day. So you're going to get it. You're never going to be without. So I'm always going to troubleshoot for our customers. And I have the flexibility to do that. And I love that. So, and hopefully you love it too. So skin types, we know I base on the way I like to do it is when people come in for their spray tan. Yes, I think bronzer is important. We talked about that, but I'm asking them how they tan in the sun. If somebody goes in the sun and they don't tan very well, I use a light or a light medium mix on them. And I probably would use the violet because I want to counteract, the color wheel. If somebody has rosy skin, you want a green base, which is our signature, because that's going to bring them brown. If somebody has a yellowy tone, you want the violet because you want to bring that down to a brown. If somebody has, you'll just want to work with that. And then when the tan process, it comes down to the DHA. So, but having said that, I have a gal that used to come in and she was super fair, didn't tan very well in the sun at all. So we would start her off with a light, medium, dark. She just wouldn't tan. We ultimately tanned her with the ultra dark with a double layer to get her a medium color. So it's not always cut and dry, but don't be scared to work with your customers. Tell them you're going to try something, and if they mind, they'll do it because they want to have the best result. So our solutions, Okay, so
I'm cracking up
Yes.
thinking over here. She called you the fairy tan mother.
Oh!
And they think that you need a shirt that says, I'm like, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Sarah will be on it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Fairy tan mother. It's amazing.
We're doing it. You want
Yep, done.
So now we have our solution. So this is where I came to life in my lab. Something my husband says to me is he's like, Mandy, doggone. He goes, you'll be in your lab and you'll come in and you've made the biggest mistake. You can't believe it. And it turns to gold. He goes, I don't know how you do it. And I'm like, yeah, me neither. I don't know either. But on the flip side of that, guys, I'm a little bit kind of old school-ish, I guess you could say, because I'm just, doing my thing and I love what I'm doing and I'm mixing everything. And then you guys will shoot me a message and say, "God, I was thinking, could I, have you ever thought about this?" And I'm like, no, but now I am. That's how tanning serum was born. That's how the Violet line was born. That's how tanning mist was born. That's how the quick dry was born. I had a chiropractor who's now one of my best friends. She moved to Alaska and she would leave my house when I was tanning, and she would leave like that, because she was like, oh, I love the tan, but I don't want to be tacky. I'm like, cool, let me make something for you. So the next time she came in, I made the quick dry formula, and then I'm like, well, why can't I sell that? She can't be the only person out in the world that doesn't like to be tacky. And so that's where quick dry was born. So from customers, from you guys, I listen to you guys. And there's a lot of things that I make behind the scenes for customers. And some of you guys know who you are. And when you order, you'll shoot me a little message because we tweak your solution a little bit different. Because you might have people near you that are also using JMT Sunless. And this is our way to let everybody use you. And if they're local and there's other salons, we can make you just a little bit different. And I can do that for the others too. And so this is what makes it super cool. And I do not mind if you place an order and you make a note or you email us and say, hey, in this gallon, could you do this? Yes. So that's where we have fun with this. And okay, signature line, I'm going to just kind of pop through here because we're already, 30 minutes into this. Olive green is our signature. So we've got those olive undertones, reduces redness, these things. So that's our signature line. That's what I started with. And then we have some examples of our signature. So we got a signature medium, we got a signature light, we got a picture of me tanning the little gal, and they're just so cute. These girls, I tell you what, these tanners are just to be young again. Okay, then our violet line is here. So, and it comes in every light, medium, dark, ultra dark, rapid tan, quick dry. And then we're going to get some photos. This is our beautiful Sarah Joy.
Aww.
So you guys, when you email in, you talk to Sarah. And this is her with a violet medium in one of our little photo shoots. And then we have our rose gold. So rose gold was again born because we had a customer who reached out and said, we live on the beach and my customers love to have that reddish hue when they get their tans. I'm like, okay, so, here we go. We're going to come up with a new product. So we got the rose gold. So all that does is it gives you that beachy look like you were just on the beach all day. So that's where that was born. So, but in it, guys, we do make it in every tone. We sell mostly 32 ounces, but if you want a gallon, again, we can do everything. We even have some gals that the 32 isn't enough, the gallon's too much, and they're like, could you send us a 64 ounce? Yes, and we will do a Venmo or PayPal or something. So we want to work with you guys. So we want you to grow. And this is our rose gold line. So again, this is my photographer friend. And then the Rapid Tan is one of her good friends who's a doll. And then this is my stepdaughter Jolie at the bottom with medium. And our universal line. So again, the universal line was born because people maybe didn't want violet, maybe didn't want olive. So we do a perfect blend. So this is our perfect brown. This is where we suggest if you're starting out, we want you to do the universal line because that's going to tip the scales on which way you go. So a lot of customers like the soft tones of the signature and the light and the medium. And then they get the violet and the dark and ultra dark and rapid tan. But again, guys, you can mix the violet with the signature. So everything can be mixed and matched to come up with something for everybody. So back in the day, people used to say, you can't do that. I'm like, this was maybe 15 years ago where, I mean, you guys are so well versed now, but 15 years ago, I would tell customers this, they're like, no way, you can't do that. I'm like, "No, I do it in my salon all the time." So you can do it. So, and then here's pictures of our universal. Again, we got Tara, we got my legs, and we got little Elsa, who again was Mason's teacher, and she's still around. She's amazing.
My boys too.
Oh,
My boys have
she
twins
did too.
too, yeah. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, this is so
the
cool.
cutest.
Yep, small town living. Okay, and then our espresso. Our espresso is the violet wine with coffee. So, and we also add a scent to it to really heighten that. So you are working with the violet line, but it also has coffee in it, and it smells so good. Oh my gosh. So if you love coffee, or you have a customer that loves coffee, this is it.
Smells amazing.
Yes, it does. And some people don't like it. That's okay. They don't have to buy it. So that's all right. And this is our espresso again on Jolie. And then one of my friends in the tanning foam, and then the girls on the beach at a local beach here. Our simple line, this was fun. So okay. Not fun. This was one that didn't turn to gold. The simple line was born because we work with estheticians. And they love our products. So the number one thing we hear all the time is when people are using other brands, which guys, there are so many great brands out there. And we just feel like if you can incorporate us, awesome. But one of our customers said, we cough a lot when we spray and we just want something clean. And when we started using your product, we're not coughing anymore. Like we don't have to open a window in our spray room, and our customers that have asthma, when we spray them, they're not coughing. We don't have to keep the room like so filtered. And they're like, that's just your regular line. And they were like, is there anything that I know that there's some clean lines on the market, but we love your products and your base and what you're doing. Is there something that you could think of? And I'm like, oh, sure. Okay, all right. So I tested and tested and tested, and I nailed it. I mean, we really did. We loved it, right?
Nailed it.
We nailed
100%.
it. So we had the base, but I didn't want to use my food bronzers because they're really darker, even though it's not dark. But I went, okay, I'm going to go in the direction of plant, because I even might want to start doing plant overall for bronzers. Mind you, I'd never worked with powdered bronzers before. So I get my samples and I call to kind of get information from the company I'm buying from on how to do this. So I start trying to find the perfect bronzer. So I've got 50, 60, 70 mason jars laid out all over my lab with clear solution in it, and then every concoction of these powders. I came in the house, I went shopping, people were smiling at me. I come in and I'm like, okay, I want to see what they look like tomorrow. Mike's like, what were you doing? I had powder all over my face. My lab looks like somebody puked powder. And I looked in the mirror and went, oh my gosh. People were so nice to me at the grocery store because they were wondering what the heck was going on. So, because I didn't see that I had it all over. So anyway, needless to say, my lab was a mess. We had to completely scour it and get rid of the bronzers, but we found what worked. So sometimes it doesn't always go super easy, but we do it. We do it for you guys and for us because it's super cool to have this line. Like I would do it all over again because it was super fun. So this is a universal and our simple line because we want it. So the right side is our simple line in a rapid tan. See how gorgeous that is? It's just so pretty. So there's that. And then our bronzer free, which we already talked about, doesn't have the bronzer in it. So it doesn't seem to go as dark on those first 2 days, guys, because when there's not bronzer in it, it's not staining your skin. But you are still getting the depth of color when you get to like day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, but a lot of people like to, if they want a medium color, they like to maybe mix the medium and dark together in the bronzer free lines. So, and then when we make our tanning mists and things like that, we do make it with the dark because we just want it just a tiny bit more potent, and you can spray less to get a color you want. So, okay, bronzer free. Oh my gosh. So this is the middle picture is one of the gals that went through school with Mason. And she also tanned in the tanning salon for me for a while. And then again, left as Jolie, right as our photographer. So these gals the colors, I just use them because they're darling, they're easy. I can have them pop in and they know the drill. So we like to get pictures with them. Okay, ash bronzers, those are my legs. So these are our add-ons. So these are just some of the things that we can do that are available when you order solutions. And so this is my favorite, the Violet Ultra Dark with Ash with the darker bronzer. And so these are things that you can do. Now, we also have people that don't want the clear, but also don't want to see the bronzer as much. So we can create a lighter bronzer solution, a darker bronzer solution. We can add ash to it. The hyaluronic acid is amazing to add in, especially in the wintertime. We're in the Pacific Northwest, so hydration is so important for us. So it's really just a matter of adding the drops into your per tan cup basis. So if somebody wants it, and this is kind of an upcharge if you want, most people do because it is an added thing and hyaluronic acid isn't. You got a good one?
And all this stuff, it's like Build a Bear for spray tan.
Thank you. BBs. Okay, and then we have the fragrance drops, which, hello, Lainey. This is like, you guys, when you come in and we start with a little bit of fragrance drops and we love them. And then all of a sudden, our Lainey little girl's on fire and she will all of a sudden just get more and more. And then she'll ask for something. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see if we can source that. So we start then adding, and these fragrance drops, guys, again, it's kind of one of those things where I just accidentally find it through this mega supplier I have. And I'll start asking for certain things. And before I know it, I've got this. It's amazing. So anyway, and then we have the DMI that we can add in gallons.
Someone asking what's the difference between DMI and sweat resist?
Good question. So DMI they work the same. So we use DMI in our sweat resistant drops, but I make it so it goes and mixes in with your solution. It's water-based. So I had to make the drops out of the DMI to go into the solution and work. So when we send out gallons with DMI, I don't have to do that because we can mix it in during that process. So, and then the sweat resistant drops are the DMI formulated to add in as an after effect. Does that make sense?
And they're wondering how many drops per cup for sweat resist.
Like for 4 ounces, I would do like 7 drops. And the directions are on the little dropper that you get. So the dropper lasts. It will do 80 tans. I mean, that dropper is going to last a long time because you only need like 7. Yeah. It's worth every penny. And again, like, I don't like the sweat resistant on me. Like, I went and used it. I sprayed myself and went and worked out and I couldn't sweat. It was, I didn't like it. But I get in hot places, it's super important. So it's kind of nice to have the option for customers. So then these are the things that we sell. And guys, again, the little gal that did the franchise was amazing. And not one customer ever left her salon without something. So I'm just going to flip through this. These are kind of the add-ons for the tan, which we just talked about. And tanning prep is great. These are things that are super important. Exfoliating mitt is just so important for everybody. Everybody that's in your salon should have an exfoliating mitt. They can rinse it out and wash it and reuse it. Sell everybody an exfoliating mitt. That is the key ingredient pre-tan. So then we have, the aftercare, the buttercream. Oh my gosh, the buttercream. The Brazilian crest drops and the buttercream. Winner every time. So these are things that people should be leaving with. It's not something they have to use every day. It's that one when you want your skin to just look beautiful and you want to smell really good. And they come in all, we have scents online, but you can message us and say, hey, I ordered, the custom scent one with no scent, but hey, could you do this scent in it? And yeah, we can do that. So we might not have it available online, but we can do it for you. Okay, and then these are self-tanning foams. Ooh, Sarah, will you hand me one of those foams? Mm-hmm. The self-tanner, oh my gosh, and the lotion. We switched our bottling up, the little one is great. Guys, we did these airless pump bottles. Oh, yes, they're so as you pump the top, the bottom of the bottle raises so you can get everything out. And it's so cool.
Every last
drop. So these are, again, one of the late night scrolls, trying to find something that'll work that I like and finding something and then ordering thousands of it and then finding somewhere to store it. So my husband had to do a bigger shop. Good. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, yeah. So our tanning mist. So this is, which we're getting new labels. We don't love these labels on that. So
They're on their way.
they're on their way. So we want fancier. So this is it. So you can see how that bottom, as you spray, the bottom comes up. And Sarah?
Every last drop down to the end. I finally just finished my first one and I was like, yes, so excited.
And then she came in and refilled it. So you can refill it, which we need to add that to the website, a refill. So, okay, we're going to jam through this. This is tanning. We all know about that. If you don't, we can ask. We can talk privately. This is my lab. Okay, so here we go. This is lab stuff. And here we're weighing the DHA. We're adding the DHA. This is the plant bronzer that we're adding here. So these are, you know, a little example of what we have going on. And this is me doing a private label order. So I thought it takes about 2.5 hours to do a private label order of 5 gallons. And so this is for one of our other gals who is in the growing process, which is awesome. And we can do 5-gallon orders. And as long as, and I can customize those a little bit. So if you did 5 gallons and you wanted 1 gallon with a certain bronzer, 1 with another bronzer, I can do that. It's a little harder for me to shift the DHA levels, but I can split it in half and do a 10% like a rapid or something. So there's options. We can always have options. So this is my little lab, and which is growing like crazy. And this is our shipping, one of the examples of our shipping days. So this is when some private label stuff, some regular stuff. And this is what our days look like when we're in the lab working. That's good. That's us. So here's the thing. When we miss the UPS truck, we go to the mail stop that day. So we are serious when we say we want to ship same day.
We go everywhere to get those out.
We do.
We divide and conquer.
We do. Because some places have last drop off at 4. So we missed the 3 o'clock that is just 2 miles down the street, but there's one 5 miles down the street that we can make it to 4. And we do.
Yeah, we do.
And then
sideways, but
we do. And then they'll say, "Oh, where's your sister?" I'm like, "Oh, she went to, Bellingham." So, so we are at the end. This is just a couple of us here, and there we are. So that's a wrap on that presentation. So now what we want to do is open things up. Okay, so we want to open up questions, and then we have a giveaway. So anybody have questions that we can get to, Sarah? Let's do like 5 minutes, and if we don't, I have things to talk about. Yeah. So that's okay.
Somebody asked if we could do a 16% DHA, and then somebody else says they have a 16%.
We sure do.
They're on it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. They know. Yep.
If there's any other questions.
Okay. Well, if not, these are little things. If Sarah sees them, she'll come in. But we definitely always want to troubleshoot. So this is a big thing. Oh, this is a great story, you guys. Troubleshooting. I had a gal once who tanned for years, and all of a sudden she started getting an allergic reaction, and we didn't know why. And so she did say, she goes, "Well, I'm allergic to aloe vera." I'm like, "Well, I've always had aloe vera." She goes, "I know, I've never reacted." So finally she came in and goes, "Oh my gosh, I figured it out. I have this lotion that I can use that has aloe vera in it." And then she said, when I use my lotion after I tan, that's when I get a reaction. I'm like, oh my gosh. So the solution alone wasn't causing it. But when she then took a shower and put on this lotion that had aloe vera in it, it kicked her into a reaction. So troubleshoot everything with your customers. Customers will want to blame you. And you kind of feel like, oh, I don't want you to blame me. But let them know that, hey, I have a scenario. And then I had also a gal once who came in and the tan just didn't stick on her, like it was patchy, and she's like, "I didn't do anything different." I'm like, "That's so weird. There had to be something on your skin." She's, "Nope, there's nothing on my skin. I took a bath like normal." I'm like, "Okay, well, come in, let's fix it." Like, I know it wasn't me. She thinks it wasn't her. So guess what? I'm going to fix it. So I want her to shower, exfoliate really good. Let's spray her again. The next time she came in, she's like, "You're never going to guess what happened." I'm like, "Okay, no, I won't." She goes, "I was drying my bath and my little boy was in there dumping the conditioner in the bathtub." She's like, "I bet that's what he did. And so I had conditioner on my skin." Oh, problem solved. So again, I had a gal that came in the next day, she tanned and she had these little white dots all over her chest. Well, we can't spray white dots because we've got a spray pattern. I mean, we can miss a spot. I'm sure we all done that. But she had all these little white dots. And she's like, you know, there's something with your solution. It didn't take on my skin. And I'm like, wow, it's just on your chest. Hairspray, perfume. Figured it out. She goes, oh my gosh, before I left work, I put hairspray on my hair. Hairspray was on her skin, little white dots.
So somebody wanted to hear a little bit about quick dry, and another person wanted to know if our solutions have soy and soybean oil in
Nope,
them.
no soybean, no nothing, no soy, nothing. Nope. Quick dry. So quick dry, we use half the amount of ingredients. And so we bump it up, we hydrate where we can, and then we use minimal ingredients. So the solution is literally super, super potent. So normally when we spray, I like to do 2 passes. I use about 1.5 ounces of solution. When I use the quick dry, I am not using more than 1 ounce because it's very, very potent. And so you want to spray 1 pass to get a medium color. And guys, they feel the second you leave that room, they really don't even have to dry. If they want to be darker, you can add just a light mist second coat to get them darker. But that's when that is an 8-hour solution. But if they want to shower sooner, you could also spray them more and have them shower sooner. Same thing. Don't be worried. Like our Rapid Tan is made with fast acting DHA. Our ultra dark is made with our regular DHA. The only difference there is the color. If they both are left on overnight, the color will develop the same at the end of the day. But the rapid DHA for the rapid rinse processes more quickly. So when they're showering at 4 hours, they're able to see their tan a little quicker. So, which satisfaction guarantee, we all want to see that because it's rapid tans are really rapid rinses. Yes.
What's your favorite solution for extremely dry skin, eczema prone?
Lighter, the better. The more DHA in the product, the more drying it's going to be. So what I even tell people before they come in, if they have that issue, I say, before you leave your house, I want you to put a little layer of lotion on those dry areas. So by the time you get to the salon, it has kind of soaked in a little bit. So the solution is not grabbing it. The bronzer and the DHA stick to those dry areas, which, Sarah?
Right on my elbow is the worst. The
And
worst.
what do?
I put a little lotion on it right before she tans me.
Yep, because then it doesn't stick as much. So, but the lighter tones are your friend. Even like if people get the crackles and they like the dark and ultra darks, you tell them you got to hydrate, you got to drink water, you got to go get Jergens for extremely severely dry skin. Use it every day. Bump them down to a medium, light medium color for a week until their skin's rebuilt and hydrated, and then you can go back to the darker colors. The more DHA in the product, the more drying it is to the skin.
What about pH balance spray or prep?
pH balance spray, if people are showering right before coming in, the solution is pH balance for the skin. You don't need it. It's a good add-on and it's not going to hurt the tan. If somebody's coming in and they didn't shower that day or they coming after work because they worked all day, then we suggest using the pH balancing spray and the exfoliating sprays in your salon. But again, if it's an add-on that you like to do, it can only enhance.
Another one asked if we can customize the mousse, like the foam.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Easy.
Kidding me? She loves
Easy. I
customizing
love
everything.
customizing. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. And I'm looking into a different style of foaming agent too right now because I'm finding that sometimes it's not as foaming
She
as I
said
want.
if you stop sharing your screen, she can make your screen with you big again.
Oh, can I stop sharing it? How do I stop sharing it? Oh, stop.
There you go.
Oh.
There you are.
Hi. Okay. Now we've got 5 minutes left. Is there any other questions? We got 3 new launches
Would
coming
you
up
say,
soon.
oh yeah, the solution takes 24 hours for full development or 24 to 48?
24 tops, 20 to 24 tops, you're there. So I tanned yesterday at 3 o'clock. It's only 11 o'clock, not even 11 o'clock here. So I'm still processing with my favorite color. So I added walnut to this one. Okay, so, and we have a coupon code SW20.
Yes, I'll
So
put it in there, yeah.
that's our coupon code. That's going to run all for the next week for sure. SW20, Solution Week 20. So that gives you 20% off anything that's not already on sale, which is awesome because right now we really don't because we're so busy. Like we're scared to look at
I
orders.
cannot wait for the new launches. Can you drop a hint? It says.
One is for aftercare, which is what they use in other countries where the women don't age.
Good stuff.
Uh-huh.
Good stuff.
Yep. And the other one is a little hint. Let's say if you wanted to go out tonight and you're not tan enough, this is something you could do to be tanner for tonight, but not necessarily tomorrow. That's a hint. And then there's also one where maybe you could shower a little quicker, like quicker. So
Good stuff.
that,
All
yeah,
good
okay. Okay, what do you need? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, $200. This is where we want to have a little bit of fun quickly because we only have like 5 minutes. I want your craziest story. My craziest story when I was tanning and first starting out was a dude came into my basement, got naked, and laid on the floor. My little 10-month-old is behind the curtain, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, this is not good. So start sending in. Sarah and I are going to decide which one is the best.
Yes.
And then,
And they say we have a little bit of extra time.
oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, good. So send in a crazy story you have. And another one that I had, again, in my basement. Why did it happen in my basement? A gal came in, cute little gal, older, maybe, 60, skinny, had lost weight probably because she had a little skin hanging. And I'm like, hey, do you want your smile lines tanned? And that lady bent all the way over. And I was already bent down. And I'm like, we all know, it's like, oh, shoot. Oh, dang. Okay, well, hurry up and get this done. Oh, so those are my two. Yes, can I see? Oh, studio chat.
Stuff in here. You
Oh,
got
there
it.
is. Oh, okay. I can't. What do we got? Whisper, chat with everyone in the studio, message are cleared after each one. I can't see it. So Sarah, tell me.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, okay.
Some real good stuff. There's a lot of really good
Mine is legit. Oh my gosh. I cleaning my gun, kind of spraying after hours, thought someone was breaking in, he thought something. 80-year-old man? No, an 80-year-old was going on a date? Oh my gosh, Ray, come in, leggings and rec. Oh my gosh. By the way, Ray Clive is the one that wanted us to add Brazilian Crush. So you can thank Ray for that. She walked out of
in her thong and t-shirts.
no. Oh my gosh, my kid is sweaty. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, this is awesome. My kid is sweaty with
No.
fresh tan. And 20 minutes later, let me know she was pumping. Her pump fell off, and oh, you guys. Oh my gosh, holy moly. Oh, are we seeing them all? Oh my God, these are hilarious, you guys. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys, the stuff we have to deal with. Can you believe this? I'm so glad. Like, I tanned for 15 years before. Like, I bought JMT in 2010. So, like, 15. I've been in the industry since 2003. Spraying the girls. I had cleaning gun come and spraying after hours. Thought someone was breaking. Oh yeah, that. Oh. Okay. Well, I know what one I think is the. Like most, like, oh wow, it's sweaty. Yeah. I have to say the period drop.
That's
who
that one.
What's that? That's a that is SW200 is the code on that. So whoever had that experience, I tell you what, you're a gem. Okay, so we'll let you know. That is hilarious. Okay, so Sarah, this is where I'm gonna want you to watch the comments, because first comment to get it right, it's $100.
Okay, I'm still trying to find.
Okay,
I'm scrolling back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't find that comment.
so who made that comment?
Who
Maybe
would?
message and say that was me. So funny. But we got two more. We got $100 and a $50. And I had to, okay, we got SW100 and SW50.
And we'll do that just for them.
Yes, it's a one-time use. Yes, that's right. And that's right. And I could even change it. We could send you that code privately. That's what we're gonna do. We'll switch it up and we'll send you that
If
code.
it was
privately.
Liz Wagner.
Oh, you're in here. Okay, Liz, that's it. We're gonna send you a code for that, Liz. Okay, next one, Sarah. You watching the comments?
Now I'm back on my game.
What was the first product I created by myself? By myself. What was it? What was it? Anybody? The first one we had light, medium, and dark. When I owned the lab. So when I bought the lab, I had light, medium, and dark with the bronzer. And what was the
Clear, very clear.
Yep. Hey, we're gonna send you. Ray Clive. Okay, and then we have my favorite on me. What am I wearing?
Solution is Mandy's favorite.
Yes. Oh, I can see the comments. Okay. So, oh, you put that on there. Cool. Okay. So my favorite, there is
Some walnut. which
There
you
is
keep on
walnut in it.
adding walnut to it.
What did I add one to?
Wrap it.
It's what I have.
Violet espresso.
You guys think of the one that you didn't choose.
Violet with walnut, ash dark.
It is violet with walnut, but you're missing a component.
Simple. Violet with walnut or
What percentage is that? Come on, you guys.
medium. 12% universal, 14, 16.
So whoever got the closest, violet ultra dark with walnut. Somebody who was the closest.
So we had somebody say 16.
Okay.
And then we had somebody say the violet with walnut.
That's probably the closest, huh? Violet with walnut. Who's that?
Let me go and see
Okay.
who is at it first.
Well, I hope this was helpful, you guys. I hope that this was as fun for you as it was for me. Loved it. It was super cool. Katie, thank you so much. You are
Riley.
Riley?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, Riley. Awesome. We have our winner, so we're going to reach out to you guys, or maybe message me and let me know. So in case we want to make sure we get the right person. So just let us know that you
I got
are.
last names.
Oh, good. Oh, Sarah's got it.
So we got it.
She is my right hand. So Katie, thank you so much. You guys, thank you for joining. Seriously, joining and telling your stories and listening to an hour. Oh my gosh.
And please pick her brain. Like, she loves nothing more than to solve a problem. She's my big sister, so she's solved all my problems. And we always say when we talk, we solve the world's problems, but she really does want to make the perfect things for all of you.
I do.
So just keep her mind going. She loves it.
Yeah,
she loves,
I do.
She
I
loves
really
figuring
do.
stuff out. So.
I do. Come to me. Let's do this.
Love you all.
It's super cool. Thank you, you guys. I think that's a wrap.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. First of all, love Sarah. Love that this is a family-owned business. I would love to do something like that with my sister.
Cool.
But okay, I want to know because I have these three. And I think
Yes.
my next solution review, once my husband gets home from his trip,
Yes.
is going to be one of these. So I want you guys to say in the chat which one you want me to do.
Okay,
I
what do
have
you
the
got there?
rose gold line, which I'm so excited about.
Okay.
It has darker bronzers, it says.
Okay.
I have the violet line with ash bronzers,
Yes.
or I have the preferred universal medium 10.
Violet with ash.
Yep.
Is that the one you
Yep.
think I should do?
Yep. Yep.
Violet with ash.
Yep. And if you want to try the rose gold, just keep in mind that does go really kind of reddish. If
Should
you
I
wanna-
mix the two? Should I do
Yes.
rose gold and violet?
Yes. With the darker
Because it looks like
bronzer.
everyone is like rose gold, rose gold, rose gold. So what if we do like a little, or I'll do one leg violet, one leg
Yes.
rose gold, and
I
we'll
love
just
it.
be
Oh,
able
that's
to see
beautiful.
both.
I love it. And then do your upper body with a mix of the two because that will
Exactly.
be gorgeous.
That's
Yes.
what I'll do. Upper body will be the mix.
Yes.
Tom comes home Sunday, so Monday I'm gonna get sprayed with those.
Oh, and can we see little baby? How
yes.
cute. Oh my God.
He's always here behind the scenes with me.
I love it. He's just sleeping so well.
He's so sweet.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, I'm excited. I'm going to do that. Mandy, thank you so much for your energy, for your time. I think you are all of our cup of coffee that we needed. You brought the energy, and I think we're going to carry it into our day. So
I love
thank
it. Thank
you.
you. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you. This is awesome.
And everyone, you can just stay in here because next is going to be naked tan session. I'm going to hop off. I'll load up their stuff, and I will be right back.
Okay, so we can hit leave at
Right.
this point then? We're good?
Yep, you're good.
Thank you, Katie.
Bye.
All right.